In our world, we often see how a tiny issue can bring great sadness to someone. But we also notice people who stay calm even in big troubles. They don't break down. Instead, they make their hearts so large that pain cannot find space inside. Today's story will show you that if your heart is small, even the smallest pain can make you feel unhappy. But if you make your heart big, even the hardest times will feel lighter. So let's look for a reflection of our own life in this story. Listen carefully. This story is not just for hearing, but for understanding. Once there was a young man named Ryan who felt deeply unhappy with his life. Every day he carried a heavy heart, thinking that nothing ever worked out for him. One afternoon, he went to a small cafe in town to drink a cup of tea. His mind was full of worry, no job, pressure from his family, and fear of what was to come. He sat silently in a corner, holding his cup and thinking about his problems. At the next table, a few elderly men were talking among themselves. Ryan wasn't trying to listen, but their voices were clear. One said, "Do you know that old man who lives behind the hills? People say he is full of wisdom. My son was going through a hard time, but after meeting him, his heart became light." Another added, "Yes, I heard he can ease your pain just by talking to you." Ryan became curious. He thought, "My life is full of pain too. Maybe he can help me." That evening, Ryan quietly began walking towards the hills where the wise man lived. After a long walk, he reached a small house and said, "Grandfather, I am full of sorrow. My heart feels heavy and I don't know how to be happy. Please guide me." The old man listened carefully without interrupting. Then he got up and went inside without a word. Ryan waited patiently, confused. After a few minutes, the old man came back holding a glass of water and a bowl of salt. He said, "Take a handful of this salt and put it in the glass." Ryan did as told. "Now drink it," said the old man. Ryan took a sip and immediately made a face. "It tastes terrible, too salty." The old man smiled slightly and said, "Now take another handful of salt and follow me." They walked together to a nearby lake. He said, "Throw the salt into the lake." Ryan tossed the salt in. "Now, taste the water from the lake." Ryan bent down, took a sip, and looked surprised. "It tastes fine, not salty at all." The old man nodded and said, "Son, pain in life is just like this salt. The amount of salt doesn't change, but how bitter it feels depends on the container you keep it in. If your heart is small like this glass, even a little pain will make you miserable. But if your heart is wide like this lake, the same pain will hardly matter." He continued, "Everyone faces problems. No one escapes pain. But just as we can't know joy without sadness, we can't learn strength without challenges. When we keep focusing only on our troubles, our life becomes bitter. So when difficulties come, don't shrink like a glass, grow like a lake. Let your patience and kindness be your strength. Then your life will feel peaceful no matter what happens." If this story touched your heart, share it with others so they can also find calm and happiness. Thank you for listening.